Hello everybody, my name is Ilu.
And my name is Luana, and our blog is called Overstimulated Sponges. And we are gonna start with the trailer.
I think if I don't like the way she looks, I don't marry her. But she looked really nice to me. So I said, okay, to the man. We get married.
You arrive where light matters, shimmer beneath, obscuring, revealing. In seeds of tomorrow, stepping outside, gasping for air. The lush decadence, bloom, whisper, care and chaos. A fragile beauty, the edge of collapse. Stepping into the pit between, you linger in corridors, here, there, in between. Held by tension, within ruins, matter matters. The weight anchors, stirs, a presence hiding in stones. Layers of renewal break the silence, but shadows whisper in the organ has no voice. In the weight of the undone clings and drags deeper. Inward horizons pull closer to secrets, admitting, sheltering, yet unsettling. Light presses to uncover, bringing you a home beyond for overstimulated sponges.
Sponge profile, overstimulated. The sponge is porous, adaptable. It lives where boundaries blur between stone, light, and air. It doesn't ask for permission to grow, to absorb. It likes moisture, texture, change. Sometimes it hides in the forest. It thrives in the space between. It dislikes order, control. It resists being defined. The sponge doesn't need your attention, but it will always be present. It holds what you leave behind. What will you leave?
Light matters. Echoes of the southern wind, slipping through ledges of light, brushing against what I know but cannot see. The weight of the unseen presses into the ground, unyielding, yet above it there is light, a shimmer stretched thin, a present more fleeting than solid. A moonlight scene. Light matters, doesn't reveal, it veils, it dances on surfaces, claiming space but never settling. Beneath something endures, immovable, hidden, yet undeniable. Who took the light away? What can he fear here below? Who is no longer of us? Is it the mess we fear or the light that denies it? Why hide what cannot disappear? The move in between, the tension. Enter, decide, knowing that one cannot exist without the other. Who was here before? Who is here now? I wished to come here and say that I am a man who does not exist for others. Tangle, slip in motion, almost solid, breathing a pause, something hidden, soft pressing, fragments caught, then loose, torn edges, hold, never still but steady, whispering. The more I see, the less I know for sure.
Seeds of tomorrow. In the garden where civilization once stood tall. It was a garden, and what a garden. Sensitive plants, water lilies, petals too tired to. Sleeping sickness in the air. Walk on rose leaves. But the dirt, the soil, forgotten. What did you plant here? Whatever was easy, some seeds, some lies. The glass is tipped over again. We don't like the mess, but we like the chaos. Keep pretending, the garden's fine, maybe. The plants want to be heard, and many humans have forgotten how to listen. This garden wasn't made for serious conversations. A quiet celebration, but the reasons uncertain. The flowers bend heavy, their colors too loud for the fading light. They are not vibrant with joy, but drunk on excess, intoxicated by the weight of what's been sown. Celebrating, forgetting, masking the ache of what we can't seem to change. Reminding we live as we dream, alone. Decadent, something unkept. The earth sighs, that tired feeling, tired of celebrations that never last, promises that wilt around. The seeds rot before they sprout. The garden sprawls unruly, its beauty muddied by a sense of loss, its blooms disheveled. What is nurtured here?
The pith between, neither the skin nor the fruit, more like the in-between. The quiet layer holding unthanked, unnoticed. I don't shine, nor do I stand solid like the beneath. Fun is a peripheral to one, here today and gone today, unless you have it in your heart. Existing to connect, without purpose, without praise. Neither seen as important, yet relying on me to hold it together. Composed of fibers, spongy, somewhat bitter, but still tasteless. Not quite skin, not quite sweet, just the intermediary. So she asked me, all about my misfortunes. Now tell me how you come to be here, not having the air to breathe, not the substance to counter, the layer allowing both to exist without failing. My dear, here behold your asylum. It is you who have chosen it. Friendship offers it to you. Tasteless, caught in between, but somehow easy to find it charming here. If you see white stuff on your oranges, this is what it is.
Matter matters. If matter could speak and light not, the backbone, the silent stage upon which it dances, without weight, scattering aimlessly. The light, when it is plain, it has no color in the dark. The laughter of children echoes, steps tracing patterns on stone worn smooth by time. Flowers reach upward, fragile stems defying the gravity. It is here today and gone tomorrow. A release of tension, not a reconstitution of order, a refreshment after which everything can go on again, exactly as if nothing had happened. Hide and seek. Light calls out, ready or not, here it comes. Silence. Matter waits, a shadow stretched tall. Where is it to find? Hiding. Dust settles, a pause. Light slips between, soft, quick, curious, a glimmer, pressing into corners. Matter breathes, quietly, waiting, unbothered. Light unveils, a shadow, not the truth. Matter scatters. Light circles back, tries again. Matter doesn't answer. The game continues, in silence, in wait. Are you hiding or am I lost? No answer. Light flickers, searching. Matter holds. Circles found, lost. Circles found, lost, circles. The same thing is now repeated here.
Layers of renewal. Shoes off, socks off. Cold floor. The water waits, smug and shimmering. Come in, it says. I won't hurt you, it lies. First step, freezing. Second step, wetter than I'd like. Water is the mirror of the soul, or maybe just a very wet trap. Third step, I lower myself in. The water clings, relentless, my reflection wobbles, unimpressed. Side note. Legionella bacteria are particularly found in the water droplets within the hot tub steam, and inhaling the contaminated steam could lead to the development of a life-threatening pneumonia. Fourth step, I get out soaked, cold, and judged. It was not the water, but the light illusion of water. The leaking ruins at the Roman baths of Tipasa. Seriously, again? I didn't mean it to happen. Look at me. I can't hold all this water. I'm not built for this anymore. It's not like I used to be.
The organ has no voice. There the forest began abruptly. A petrified forest, their branches exuding an acrid, dusty smell. But it doesn't stop, it doesn't pause, and nothing was left, neither in her nor in his house. What are you in the eyes of these trees? The silence is overwhelming. The forest was there, but I kept running from it. What will you do now? Why run? Wherever you go, there you are. Shadows flicker, faster, closer. The walls tighten, your breath echoes, too loud, too fast. You are lost. No. The only way out is through, but through what? Run, the shadow follows, stop, it waits. The organ stands silent. If it has no voice, why are you still listening? You already know. In the artificially lit interior of his office, there was no indication that it had grown dark outside. Time doesn't matter here. It feels wrong to try and hold it. And still, I don't rest. I don't want to rest. Trees whispering. Go on, go on. Where go? On the right, near the second one, a tower of coarse beams could be made out in the light fog. Follow the light. One recognizes one's course by discovering the paths that stray from it.
The weight of the undone. For over 30 years, I've been collecting everything I could find. But why, when you have such a good memory? Now it is evident that memory is weakened by time, for things which happened long ago easily slip from our memory. Isn't it strange how something so small can hold so much? You collect them, but they collect you. Stacked neatly, buried deeply, comforting, within walls, layers held shielded from the outside glare. Matter gathers around, embraced, strong, yet tender, remembering, keeping the chaos at bay. Is there anyone here who doesn't understand? I know what remembering is, what it feels like to remember, but how does he know that this feeling is remembering? Compare. Yes, I know what tingling is. He has perhaps had an electric shock for the first time. Does he know that does he know that this is the memory because it is caused by something past? It is here today and gone tomorrow. A release of tension, not a reconstruction of order. a refreshment after which everything can go on exactly as if nothing had happened. I think it's a beautiful thought, and perhaps it will help others as it helped me. Inward horizons. Out there, the world yells and forgets. In here, it's a tune you almost forgot the words to. Not silence, but the hum of something unspoken. And so I learned that familiar paths traced in the dusk of summer evenings may lead as well to prisons as to innocent, untroubled sleep. The great march of mental destruction will go on, but whose steps are you following?
Debate between thoughts. Why now?
Now you're quiet enough to listen.
I'm tired.
Just want to be heard. Funny how we're stuck.
It doesn't matter.
Then why are you thinking about it?
Do you ever get bored of this?
No. No, remember?
Apologize, forget, regret?
Stop running when the light goes out.
I don't know.
So dig. Dig within.
The ceiling stares back, blank and unhelpful. A home beyond. Cities were dragged into a slow process of transformation and periodically jolted into action by violent outbursts of public celebration when the tired old urban structures would be transformed into a kind of wonderland, glorified by lights, constructions, color, and the sound of orchestras. I sit among others, faces familiar and strange. They ate side by side, while here and there people were dancing to the sound of an accordion or a guitar, and the sea was rumbling nearby. A hand brushes against mine, accidental but steady. We were together. I forget the rest.
I've been standing here for centuries.
I wanted to see the world, to feel the world, to live.
I was made to be here.
It's not that simple. I wanted more, something else. You can't just stay in one place forever.
The past doesn't let go.
I know, that's why I left.
I am the sponge. I do not choose, I absorb. Light, weight, ruin, bloom. I take it all in. I am the ground you step on, the walls that frame your paws, the mesh that bends the light to reveal, to obscure. I contain multitudes. I am ancient pressed into the soil, the dust of empires beneath your feet, and time flows through me, like a river that never stops. I am the breath between pavilions, stretching to touch the edges of things left unsaid. I drink the voices, the laughter, the silence that comes after. Out here by the sea, the air is heavy with stories. Yours, theirs, ours. The weight of all this pressing on the living. And still, I hold it. In ruins, in light, in all that grows unruly. I am here overstimulated, yet endless, binding the words that falls apart and rebuilds itself in the same time. The center cannot hold, yet here we are. I am the sponge and I am not done.